how's it going? It's Will here, and today I have a double monotype thing, whatever it's called. Steven asked me for a double battle with he was gonna do a only like one type of Pokemon team, I guess, and so he was rocking the rock type, and I was like, you know what, I will also do a monotype team, and I decided I have mostly electric. So I decided to go with an electric team, and I lead off with Raikou and Zapdos. Zapdos is not IV'd, I think, and Raikou is a 6 IV one. But I go for the Thunderbolt right here, knowing that Aerodactyl would be a threat, and I activate his Focus Sash, which is actually pretty good because I think I go Discharge on my Zapdos, and me and Steven, when we did this, we completely did not notice that the air balloon popped. We did not notice it. That was like, that was just not like, we didn't recognize it, because I thought, for some reason, I thought that Raikou wouldn't be affected by it. So, you know, we were like, oh, whatever, it's like, it's not even gonna do anything to it. But sadly, we did not notice that, neither of us, and we're like, okay, I have my Raikou, you know, I'm gonna send him to the back, because he probably has Earthquake or whatever. And I'll keep him around, and that's why I switched into my my Rotom Watch over here. And he goes for an Ancient Power here, pretty solid damage, and I go for a Light Screen. This isn't even my own Zapdos, this is like a calm, especially defensive Zapdos, so I just, you know, it's whatever. And I do have the Light Screen now, because it's going to really help us with that Ancient Power and whatever else if I win. So I know he does have the Ancient Power, so I am going to switch into my Electivire, because Electivire is pretty beast, and he can really do some awesome damage here. So he goes for another Ancient Power like I did predict, and it's gonna do some damage, but thankfully because I do have the Life Screen up, it's not gonna do that much. And then I decided to burn to breathe the Aurorus, or whatever it's called. I decided to burn it just to get some damage, keep going on, you know, get him some repetitive damage taken care of. And that's the reason why I did go for that instead of going for like a Volt Switch or whatever. I think it's also especially defensive, so Rotom can't do much. So now I have my Electivire out. My Electivire is probably one of my best Pokemon. I think he was just trying so hard to get the boost, which he does right there. He got the boost right there finally. It took like 3 times. But if you get all that Ancient Power boost, that's freaking amazing. Anyways, I go for the Cross Chop on the Aurorus, which sadly that boost didn't even help it because I do have what's it called? I run Expert Belt Max Adamant Neutrino, so this thing is gonna do a lot of freaking damage. And I know that my Rotom is now poisoned, so I don't really want him to get constant damage taken out. So I do go for the Volt Switch, and I switch out. I could have probably been smart and what's it called? I could have gone for like Volt Switch on my Electivire to speed him up. But that wasn't the case. Apparently his Bastiodon is a defensive Pokemon, so like I guess so because he went for an Iris defense. So his Tailwind finally ended, which is good because that thing is really annoying. And I know one of these Pokemon has to have Rock Slide, so I go switch out Zapdos. I'm like, you know what, I probably need Zapdos for something else later. So I switch back into my Rotom and I go for the Earthquake right here, which is also a really good play. Just because of the 2 rock Pokemon, you know. So in general, I think my Electivire was my key Pokemon to do good, but I accidentally activated the Weakness Policy, and there goes the Rock Slide. That's gonna probably do more than enough to kill my Electivire. I'm pretty sure it is. It's at +2, and I'm pretty sure this thing is really offensive and defensive. So that's there, and this is Bastiodon. I completely ignored the Bastiodon. It's already at +4 in defense. And but it's almost dead though, which is pretty good, I guess. A Rotom is poisoned over here. He's trying to hang on. I know I can take it out. He's whatever that thing is. What's it called? I don't know what it's called. The rock thing, Gigalith. I go for an HP Ice right here just to be safe, because I knew this thing. I didn't know what it could do, but I know Jolteon's too fragile, and I didn't want to lose him. So that's why I did that, and I go for a Volt Switch right here just to get some solid damage off. It doesn't do enough to kill it because of leftovers, but you know, it did enough damage, and I'm switching back. I think I go back into my Zapdos. Yes, because I'm still afraid of what's it called? Of Earthquakes. But anyways, he matched. He set up +6 in defenses, which is good. But apparently, I already lost my only physical Pokemon, which is Electrovire, I think. All the rest of my teams are special. Zapdos, Raikou, Jolteon, and Rotom are all special. And I don't remember who my 6th is, but I'm pretty sure he was also special. So now things just got interesting. He brought out his Tyranitar, which the Sandstorm is actually going to boost both of their Pokemon's defenses because they're both type Rock. So I decided to go for a small play right here and take out that Bastiodon just because it's been there for too long. And I thought it was, it was getting annoying now. And I knew I couldn't take anything from Tyranitar. So as I thought, but I do live it with barely like 29 HP, I think it was. Zapdos sadly wasn't fast enough, and I knew Jolteon was gonna die next turn. And I'm already outnumbered. I think they're looking at my favor, and I think he's down to his last 2, and I'm almost down. I think I have 2 Pokemon left. No, I still have Raichu. So I decided to be really smart right here and go for the Baby Doll Eyes. Get that Tyranitar to -1, and then I do burn it just to add insult to injury, So that thing did nothing, and Jolteon said he's gonna die because it's too fragile, but it's almost his time. But Rotom did pretty good, even though if he does die to a Dazzling Gleam right here. I'm down to my last 2 Pokemon, which is Raichu and Raikou. They're both 2 of my favorite Pokemon. And I'm really kind of nervous because I at this point I'm like, you know what, I have a good chance of winning because Raikou does indeed have the Air Balloon. So that's why I set up all my. I'm over here thinking my Air Balloon is still attached. I don't have to worry about any Earth moves. And sadly, that turned out to be the case. So I go for a substitute right here, predicting some type of Earthquake move. And he goes for a Dark Pulse, so he's actually a special, which I didn't predict to have a mix. So I know he's not gonna do any physical moves, so because of he's already -2 or whatever. He's probably dead. And that's where I got shocked. I got like, what the heck? Why did Raikou get hit with my freaking Earth Power? I'm freaking floating. And then I realized, I'm like, how did that happen? We were like both in shock. We're like, how did Raikou lose his Air Balloon? And so, we're like panicking over here. And I decided to attack this thing right here because I did not know what the freaking the Nose Pass does. Whatever it's called. I didn't know what that thing does. So I just target the other thing. I know I targeted the Pokemon he actually killed. And sadly he does take out my my Raikou. And it's down to 1-on-1. Thunder, Electric Pokemon versus Rock Pokemon. Raichu versus, what's this called? I don't even know. I wonder if he named it. He did. I don't even know what it is. But I do go for a solid Brick Break. I'm like, that's good game. He beat me. And I actually do die. So, because he got the crit. That crit was too good. But that is going to be game. It's actually a really fun battle, even though I did lost. I do hope to have another battle with Steven again, or Moss type, or someone else. Hope you guys did enjoy this video, and until next time.